Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring from the red corner, from Panama City, Panama, Jorge Sanchez.
So we continue our live coverage on Fight Zone. Thank you everybody for staying with us here in the Cayman Islands. And here comes Jorge Sanchez from Panama City. Not the longest journey of any of the fighters this week, incidentally. Sanchez is 33 years of age, 19 wins from 27 fights. He's been stopped 5 times in his 8 defeats. And he's got to the stage in his career, quite honestly, where he started to become a bit of a trial horse for some up-and-coming kids. But a high-class operator, fringe world class in his best period.
Hot and spicy.
And that gets one of the cheers of the night here from a very significant Filipino community in the Cayman Islands, and a star name Filipino boxer, Michael Dasmariñas, who has been world class for more years than I care to mention right here. And they've made him feel right at home.
Oh, he is right at home in this country when it comes to the Philippine supporters. His country, the 4th highest nationality in this country is the Philippines. So he has more than enough supporters out here tonight, to say the least.
Thank you very much, Russell Seaford. Not every show that we bring you features a world-class operator in an 8-rounder, I must be honest. But here we have it in Dasmariñas.
We'd like to welcome those watching from around the world. Brought to you by GDH Promotions and Fight Academy, and sponsors Elite Marble and Granite. This fight is sanctioned by the Cayman Islands Boxing Commission. Presiding over the match are the judges at ringside. We have Dale Ramon, Timmy Tomlinson, and Ed Pearson. This fight is 8 rounds of boxing in a featherweight contest. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing gold and pink, weighing in 125 pounds with a record of 19 wins and 8 losses. Fighting out of Panama City, Panama, Jorge Sanchez. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and black, weighing in at 126 pounds with a record of 33 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. From Backyard, Philippines, Michael Hot and Spicy Inside the ring, controlling the action is Donovan Boucher.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm expecting a good, clean fight. Listen to my command at all times. Most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Anything here? Slow. Good luck to both of you. Touch love.
You're in the fight zone.
So here we go at featherweight. Don't take your eye off this, everybody. We've got a real class operator in Michael Dasmariñas here to make a big statement for all his Filipino compatriots in the Cayman Islands. And he started very sharply indeed against Jorge Sanchez. No mean opponent in his own right, in the pink here. Fringe world class at his best. Now taking on a really big name. Can he make a statement at his stage in his career that he's not on the slide? Trying to pin Dasmariñas against that middle rope in the opening minute of this fight. Dasmariñas has seen that before, of course. Makes a little bit of space for himself. The tough Panamanian is doing his best to make it. Sanchez a pro since 2011. Didn't leave Panama actually until 2017. First trip abroad was to Manchester, lost to a very good fighter in Gavin McDonnell over 12 hard rounds. A turning point it may have been in his career. More losses slightly than wins since then, but ever competitive. And still challenging for titles of various kinds. He's always prepared to let go in the early stages of a fight, I'm told. Actually came a cropper doing that against Tito Sanchez down in the first round. Last outing back in Panama went the full 8 rounds, but here at featherweight against a very classy operator in Dasmariñas. At least we can say early on that Sanchez is giving Dasmariñas the kind of fight he was expecting tonight. Hard, pacey, close quarters affair.
Certainly turning on the pressure. Not giving any room to Michael to breathe.
Russell, it's one way to deal with the southpaw, isn't it? Just walk straight through it and take what comes to get your own shots off. Not saying it's going to work in the long run, but it makes it action-packed. And this most certainly has been. Rule 1, try to win the first round, and Sanchez has put a lot of good work in there. Dasmariñas doing his best to look cool, calm and composed, but he's having a little bit of a think as he goes back to his corner there. Just composing himself. The man doing the talking in the Dasmariñas corner is the redoubtable Ting Sugar. Coach Sugar, they call him. Big figure in Filipino boxing, although now based in Los Angeles. He's been working at the world-famous Wild Card Gym. Dasmariñas, the more organised of the two, I would say that. Sanchez trying to create a bit of chaos early on tonight. One or two little signs early in the second round that Dasmariñas, who composed himself, if you remember, when he went back to his corner, has now totally tuned in to the fight zone itself, live here on Fight Zone. And he started to make the class show. Roared on by this raucous Filipino support here tonight. This is like being in Manila on a big title fight. Dasmariñas gets to work. I felt it had to happen. Suddenly he starts to back Sanchez up. Sanchez might pay for all the early energy expended here. There was menace in a lot of those punches thrown by Dasmariñas, and they're quite chilling. They're hurtful punches, very well executed, and suddenly there's not a lot coming back. Dasmariñas shifting the plot line immediately in this second round in very impressive fashion. As if to say, well done Sonny, but don't mess with me. This is a home away from home for me. And I see the nod of the head there by Sanchez. Great shot. There's a bit of blood around as well.
Yeah. A result of all those punches, and credit to him for taking all of them, but they aren't doing him any favors.
They're not doing him any favors. You're quite right to say that, Russell. Calm and efficient, but suddenly cutting in every sense. Dasmariñas. Double left hook, if you please. Yes, Sanchez is an easy target, but the thrilling accuracy of some of this work in the second round is taking one's breath away here. Crowd are absolutely loving this. As tough as he is, a question forms already. Can Sanchez possibly hope to go 8 rounds like this?
I highly, highly doubt it.
They're pretty tough from Panama though, Russell.
A lot of the Hispanic countries seem to present that toughness.
Everything about the body language says Dasmariñas achieved in that round what he set out to achieve. That was impressive. I don't think we should be surprised. Let's remember 2021, coming out of lockdown, biggest fight of his career against Naoya Inoue. It did not go well, but let's be honest, Inoue is maybe by general agreement top 5 pound for pound, maybe more than that in the world today. What a fighting machine the man from Japan is. But it was a very important moment in the career of Dasmariñas in defeat. Apparently, they tell me he feels he learned more over those 3 rounds than the entire rest of his career. More lateral movement. That's good by Sanchez, but Dasmariñas had read it.
It was a sneaky uppercut on the inside.
This has been terrific so far, living up to all one's hopes for it. That's great, downstairs and up. Everyone is a telling shot. But doggedly, Sanchez walks forward into harm's way.
He's showing incredible heart, incredible toughness, but it'll only take him so far.
Conscious effort made by Sanchez to get closer, and he's using all the tools at his disposal to do that in this round.
Perhaps he's hoping that Michael will tire himself out by throwing such heavy shots, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
If it is a plan, Russell, I've heard of better plans against a guy of this quality, but you may well be right. At least he's trying different things. And he has made Dasmariñas work a bit harder in this round after that superb response in round 2 from Dasmariñas. More coming back from Sanchez, rising to the occasion here tonight. Not so many of those are actually scoring punches. It was a flashy combination, wasn't it, from Dasmariñas? But certainly, Sanchez has enjoyed a bit more success in this round.
I couldn't agree with you more, but
It's a good-looking shot again, but there was no problem with it. Sanchez took it well, leaning back as he was. Feet are planted, digging in every sense, right from his shoe straps upward. Hard round, hard to score round.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winning person. For our winning is sponsored Corona.
I've got to say, the atmosphere in here tonight is hard to beat. Hard to beat. Coach Sugar is hard at work in that Dasmariñas corner right now. We've seen a more even round there. It was very interesting getting the inside track this week from Coach Sugar about what they've done to try to extract more out of Dasmariñas at this stage of his career. I think what they've been looking for is more what we saw in round 2 than what we saw in round 3, when he started to just be a bit more tentative. They felt that that was one of the problems when they first took him under their wing. They've tried to make him a more assertive puncher. Now, after the reminder, look how he starts this round. But can he keep it going? Because he didn't keep it going in round 3. Reverting to more outside work. Everything comes off the good, accurate boxing. With a little bit of pep in the punches. Not every shot has to be a devastating one, but that was a beauty underneath. And again. The problem here is, Russell, Sanchez has walked through both of them without a problem.
I mean, he's like the Terminator, and there he's moving forward to everything, and it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Make no mistake, everybody, this is a very high quality 8-rounder at featherweight this. It was quick and it was powerful, and it did sweep Sanchez sideways, but it wasn't enough to knock him over. Tried it again there, did Dasmariñas. Beautiful downstairs and upstairs. He does do that particularly well. Little right lead to the body, left hook's already on the way.
And his feet are very well under him. Sanchez, that is. As he gets a flush hook.
Sanchez has done well again in this round to keep in touch with him in terms of the overall shape of this round. Having taken some really big shots all the way through it, he's still landing plenty of scoring punches himself. The eye-catching work may have come from Dasmariñas, but let's not overlook the work that Sanchez is doing. The problem with Sanchez really is he looks off balance a lot of the time, and yet he still retains his balance.
100%.
I don't know how he does that.
It's quite a marvelous showing by him. His toughness is on the next level.
Another terrific round.
At the very
So we're halfway through the featherweight contest over 8 rounds, which is living up to all our expectations of it tonight. 2 high-quality operators. Still with plenty to offer, we've established that already, and that goes for Sanchez, the so-called underdog, in the pink at the age of 33, as much as for the hot and spicy 31-year-old from the Philippines, Michael Dasmariñas, fighting in front of so many of his own people here tonight, here in the Cayman Islands. And it's very telling indeed that from the crowd perspective, all these Filipinos, they know boxing. They're much more engaged in the contest, and it's all gone a little bit more studied, if I could put it like that, from the Filipino crowd here. They know that this is actually a contest. They were hooping and hollering after a round and a half when Dasmariñas turned up the wick, and they thought it might go over quite quickly, but it hasn't worked out like that. And this Filipino boxing crowd, they know that. Sanchez is still very much in it.
Very proud people, the Philippine people. They get behind anyone who is representing them for sure. That includes Dasmariñas.
A reminder from the corner to Dasmariñas to keep his hands up. Time and time again, he's let that right go underneath, and Sanchez has taken every single one of them and come right back. Sanchez tried to give him a bit of space to throw one back, actually. Look good all around the hall here. Sanchez for once goes back onto the ropes. Dasmariñas might be tempted to go for it here a little bit. Sanchez is in a bit of trouble for me. And he did just the right thing in getting out of that corner. Good work from Sanchez again. Dasmariñas is throwing the eye-catching shots, but Sanchez is refusing to allow Dasmariñas to think he's made a big breakthrough. Talk about hands of stone, Roberto Duran from Panama. This kid has got a heart of absolute granite. It just will not break off.
And the way he recovers from these big shots so fast, it's incredible.
It's breathtaking stuff, isn't it? And he's the best compliment I can pay, Russell, to Sanchez is that he's earning the respect of the Filipino crowd in the hall here. So let's see now if the breathless pace starts to slow at all. Dasmariñas has been through the playbook and looked mighty impressive doing it. There's nothing in that. Sanchez has weathered several storms, if not of hurricane level, certainly blowing very hard here in the Cayman Islands for a few rounds. And in there he's blowing hard, but he still keeps digging in and making headway, literally so at times.
Yeah, he has an answer for everything. Like you said, he's been hit with the Hurricane Category 5 at least, and the kitchen sink, and he is just marching forward like nothing is affecting him.
Every shot from Dasmariñas is a good one underneath, but every shot has been taken so well so far by Sanchez. And he still walks forward. It is a shame that Donovan Bauscher has to stop the action for a minute, but he does have to do so. The tape is flapping loose on that glove.
This is unbelievable. This is incredible boxing to watch. You know, the display that Michael is having here, and then just the onslaught that Sanchez has taken is just unbelievable.
Russell, my friend, welcome to professional boxing. Jairo Zapata, incidentally, is doing the work in the corner there. Tape is still loose after all that, to be honest with you, but nobody wants to see it. Stopped again. And a cut over the right eye of Dasmariñas. The blood is flowing away from the eye at the moment, but he's a bit concerned about it.
And no doubt Sanchez smells the blood and probably will go on the attack.
On we go. Neither has really got into his flow in this round because of the two halts in the action. And Sanchez immediately starts to put the head in where that cut is and try to put a bit of panic into the mind of Dasmariñas. As experienced as he is, he shouldn't be panicked, but you never know. It's worth a try if you're Sanchez. And more of a premium than ever in this really good fight tonight for Dasmariñas to keep on boxing. Cracking right hand, and again. And yet again, Sanchez is just walking through him. Dasmariñas is coming on strong. And for once, Sanchez doesn't look so strong. And he's static on the rope. Donovan Boucher's taking a closer look. It's a brilliant stoppage from the referee. A brilliant victory for Michael Dasmariñas in a tremendous featherweight contest. World class both ways, but Sanchez's resistance finally broke. There was a moment of real concern in that round for Dasmariñas when he got the cut, but he immediately engaged the mentality of a championship boxer. That was magical from Dasmariñas.
What a fight. What a war by these two gentlemen.
If that had been for a world title, everybody would have got value for money tonight. He ain't finished yet, folks. Not by a long way. A great victory for Dasmariñas.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for these fantastic boxers this evening. and gentlemen, in the 6th round at 2 minutes and 35 seconds, by TKO, the winner, Michael Spicy Dasmariñas.
6 rounds we will remember, and we remember the part played in them tonight by Jorge Sanchez, but at the end of it, in front of an adoring Filipino crowd who had mixed emotions for a lot of it, because it was by no means one way, and the Filipino crowd knows it's boxing, but their man came through and looked very nearly as good as new. A world-class operator, a memorable featherweight contest.
Personally signed gloves. You got the individually produced WBC Roy Jones belts and a replica WBA IDF belt as well. There's 4 things over the breeze, go check it out. As well as the 50-50 draws going on, as well as chance to win some big bucks here. All proceeds go to Greenhouse Boxing.
So we've got one very important fight, the main fight of the night, still to come for the Commonwealth Light Flyweight title. That is upcoming. But do please stay with us here on Fight Zone, everybody, because we're going to cut